Hi everyone, I'm Eliza Schatzman, the president and founder of the Legal Accountability Project, or LAP. We are a court accountability nonprofit leading the charge against sexual harassment and misconduct in the courts. I'm on my morning walk and I thought I would take a few minutes to talk to you about something you've probably heard about in the news recently, which is that LAP just took a significant step toward real judicial accountability by filing our first judicial misconduct complaint against Second Circuit Judge Sarah Merriam. You may have heard of Sarah Merriam because she was the subject of a previous judicial misconduct complaint just a few years ago. To LAP's knowledge, this is the first instance in which a judge has been publicly disciplined for mistreating her clerks, only to engender a second misconduct complaint and it's only been 3 or 4 years. For those who don't know, anybody can file a judicial misconduct complaint under the Judicial Conduct and Disability Act. Lawyers, litigants, law clerks, alleging that a judge has done something that interferes with the effective and expeditious, administration of court business. Beyond that, judiciary policy clarifies that they are committed to safe and respectful workplaces, free from discrimination and harassment, and that the judiciary will identify and investigate misconduct. I became aware of Judge Merriam, like many of you, in December 2023 when a disciplinary order was issued. Public reporting subsequently identified a judge who created an overly harsh work environment to be Judge Sarah Merriam. Pretty soon after that, I started receiving outreach from clerks, incoming clerks asking if they should withdraw from their clerkships. And soon after that, from current and former clerks alleging that Judge Merriam continued to mistreat her clerks in total violation of the disciplinary order and judiciary policy. LAP is filing this complaint because we can afford to shoulder a risk that law clerks standing alone cannot. You may be aware that the entire federal judiciary, so 30,000 or more people who work for the federal courts, are exempt from Title VII of the Civil Rights Act and all federal anti-discrimination laws. That includes legal protection against retaliation. So law clerks are not protected if they blow the whistle on misconduct, and LAP encounters and assists many clerks who are retaliated against by judges, who interfere with bar applications, who get their job offers revoked. That is what happened to me when I was a law clerk. We're also taking this step to circumvent both congressional intransigence and judicial branch inaction. Congress could close the legal loophole exempting the federal judiciary from Title VII. They have repeatedly chosen not to. They have repeatedly abdicated their oversight responsibility over the courts. They don't send oversight letters. They don't ask questions. They don't hold hearings. And of course, the courts are just loath to hold judges accountable. We've already heard that one judge has said something referencing Judge Merriam like, well, it's not egregious sexual harassment, so we probably don't need to deal with this. That is obviously wrong. So LAP looks forward to a thorough and fair investigation of our complaint. LAP is the complainant. Law clerks can be confidential witnesses, so Judge Merriam will not know who said what to who, which frankly better protects them against retaliation. I hope that law clerks across the country see this and feel empowered to come forward. Frankly, the Judicial Conduct and Disability Act is not a great process, but it is the system we have, and we need clerks to use it, and then the judiciary may see that it is ineffective and be motivated to change it. The judiciary released a survey last year in 2025, indicating that in 2023, as many as 106 judges mistreated their clerks. That year, only 2 or 3 law clerks filed complaints against judges. There is a huge discrepancy that is due to broken complaint mechanisms, that is due to a lack of legal protection against retaliation. But at the end of the day, part of LAP's goal is to empower clerks to blow the whistle on misconduct, to ultimately ensure a better, more accountable, fairer judiciary for everyone.